Hey guys, it's Alan again. I know it's been a little while since I made a video on any of one of our cars here, but I'm happy to say I got another one in store for us. And today we're going to be going over the 2018 CLA 250. Let me know what you guys think, alright? Enjoy! Alright guys, so this is the 2018 CLA 250. You do have what's called the AMG line exterior on the vehicle with the night package as well. Really awesome update here on the sport package. Well, it used to be called the sport package, now it's the AMG line exterior. But just kind of overview here. These are the new LED headlamp designs as well for Mercedes-Benz on the CLA 250. Give you a close look at that. Really awesome. Those are the daytime running lights, and those double as your turn signals. This vehicle does come equipped also with the illuminated star. So at nighttime this actually lights up really cool. Part of that AMG line exterior with the night package, you get these lamellas here in black. The chrome pins are part of the AMG line exterior as well. And then part of the night package, that front valance is painted in black. Go over here to our Amg Wheels. These are one of the newer designs as well for the CLA. So you can see they are black painted on the inserts. They also have the perforated front disc brakes, or the rotors. Gotta love the body design. One of the things that Mercedes-Benz was really focusing on was giving it a very sporty appearance. That's where you get that coupe design on this car. Really nice lines, very aerodynamic. If I remember correctly, it's got a 0.09 drag coefficient from the training. That's what I don't know if I remember that correctly, but hopefully I got that right. Maybe I'll edit it at the bottom if I got that wrong. But LED tail lamps as well on this car. That black piece is also part of that night package, the rear valance there. And of course you got the really nice spoiler. Gives you a nice view of the outside here. Let me go ahead and go on the inside and kind of go over some of the new little changes on the inside. Alright, so here we are in the interior of the 2018 CLA 250, and one of the coolest changes that they made on every CLA now, you have a standard backup camera with this AMG slimline design on the display. So I actually get a lot of customers, they either tell me that they really love the way the display looks, others tell me that they hate it, but I really like the design of it. It's slim, so it doesn't take up too much space now, and it's very clear. When you actually go into reverse, which is done by this gear selector right here, you go hard up to go into reverse. It's a very clear camera. You do have those guidelines; those help you when you're trying to get into a spot. And then to go into park, you just press this little button right here. That's the gear selector, and then right in there, you'll be able to see the gear that you're in. I like the steering wheel design. You can go through the trip computer here. Now, like I was saying on that display, so I really like it because it's in your line of sight and it doesn't take your eyes too far away from the road. So if you are looking at some of the information here on the screen, you'll be able to see the road pretty clearly. Now, part of this car also has the Premium 1 package, the keyless go, blind spot assist, Sirius satellite radio. So that blind spot assist, you'll actually be able to see right there, that warning triangle. That actually lights up red when there's a vehicle in your blind spot. You do also have the heated seats. So that's part of the little button right there. Dynamic select is standard on the CLA 250, and that's going to be your different driving modes. So if I press this button here, and put the car into a sport mode, an individual mode, which is customizable to the way you want it to drive. It'll adjust steering input, engine response, and also the air conditioning and the auto start stop function. eco mode. Kind of slows the car down a little bit, but you do save fuel, so it's kind of nice. And then back to comfort. Every time you start the car goes into the comfort mode, and your auto start stop function is turned on, which you can actually deactivate that right there. You do have dual climate control standard on the vehicle. You'll see it right there. This controls the temperature for the driver, passenger, and then you have a few other different settings there. Now, the control for the screen up there is the central controller right here. You have a back button, favorites. So you press favorites, actually shows you the things that you use the most. And you can even customize and add a few things here if you want. Right here. Pretty cool. So if you want to contact someone that you call the most, you can set them as one of your favorites. So this is the crystal gray interior. As you can see, it's a very light interior, but it looks so good with the black. See, this is crystal gray with the black. Now what I do like that Mercedes-Benz decided to do was actually put the carpets in black. So you have the, it doesn't get as dirty. It's really cool. Let me go ahead and show you one of the really cool features here. Let me back the car up and see if I can put it somewhere where I can safely show you some of the adaptive brake technology. Alright, so I'm trying to get an angle here where the sun doesn't hit us too much. But what I did want to talk about was the adaptive brake technology. So the car actually features an electronic parking brake, which you can control right through here. One of the really awesome things is when you actually turn the vehicle off and take the key out, or let's say you're doing the push button start, you can actually, or the brake sets itself automatically for you, the parking brake. And then once you go into turn the car on and put it into drive, it'll release the parking brake automatically for you. So what I wanted to show you was what's called the auto hold. So you can actually, let's say for example, like right now I'm moving forward just a little bit. I press my foot on the brake and then I go all the way down. And then you see this hold feature, little hold button shows up right there, little icon. And if you notice, the car is at a complete stop. And my foot is no longer on the brake at all, and I am not moving. So a really cool feature. Some of the people here call it the drive-through feature because you can go in and at the Starbucks drive-through or something and get your coffee, and you can rest your foot while you're waiting in that drive-through. But let me go ahead and go to the back and show you some of the legroom and the features in the back. I do like those seats. Alright, so here we are in the back of the car. Oh, this is another really cool feature. So check this out. Because you actually don't have a frame on the outside of the door, when you close the door, you'll notice that window pops up. When I go to put my hand in the handle and I start pulling, it actually brings that window down. So it'll actually seal that car for you. So this is the legroom here on the CLA. And you get a chance to see the seat design. So I was in my driving position, in my preferred driving position there on the front. There's another view there of the console. Wow, this is actually a great view. You get to see that black ashwood trim. It's one of my favorites and also one of our customers' favorites. So as you can see, you have your air vents right here in the back. You also have the 12 volt little ashtray. Not used too often. But this is the view of the legroom. So I still have a couple inches here, and you know, I gotta say, I mean, I'm not gonna beat around the bush, as they would say, and say that it's got the most legroom. But if you're going on a short little drive, it's comfortable enough for that. But I mean, just the styling on this car is really nice. And then of course you do have your panoramic sunroof. So that's all sunroof right here. There's another view of that interior. Alright, so I did want to give you guys a view of the engine, because I did have somebody ask that in one of my last videos. If they could have seen the engine, it would have been pretty cool. So I gotta be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with how to fix vehicles or all the components on the engine side of the car. But it does have 208 horsepower, 258 pounds of torque, so it definitely gets up and moves. Now, one of the things that some of my customers ask me is, you know, if it's front wheel drive, does it, you know, have a lot of torque steer? And Mercedes-Benz actually did a really great job with their electronic stability program to keep torque steer at a very minimum, or I mean, in most cases you don't even feel it at all. So here's a little view of the back components. I don't have it too lit up here, but it's a very fun car to drive. Very fuel efficient too. 24 city, 37 highway. On average, you should be getting about 29 miles per gallon, depending on your driving. Of course, if you go into that sport mode, like I showed you earlier, you might be, you know, going down on that consumption there, or actually consuming more fuel, so you'll be going down in your MPGs. So there's that view of the inside. I'll give you my takes on the car right after this. Alright, so my take on this 2018 CLA 250 is that I absolutely love the updates on the design. As far as the slimline display, adding that backup camera being standard is pretty awesome as well. But the biggest difference maker to me was having these LED headlamps and tail lamps instead of the bi-xenons, which I think make a huge difference in the look. You did have LED daytime running lights before, but you didn't have the LED headlamps. Now, the sport package is now more aggressive, which is the styling that I really like. If I were to ever get a CLA, I would make sure that I have that sport package. That's just my take. It looks great without it too, but the sport package really gives it a look that sets it apart from other cars. So that's kind of my take. Of course, you gotta love the fuel economy, and the engine in the car is it's a fun car to drive. It really moves around really nice. And of course, you have all the Mercedes-Benz safety systems that come standard on the car. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. It's a little warm out here, sorry. Or just let me know if you guys want to see anything in particular. We are starting to get our 2018s. I should make one of these on a 2018 GLA pretty soon, because we just got those in. And then I might have a GT that I can show you guys here very soon too. That would be exciting. But let me know what you guys think, alright? Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate everyone that's subscribed, anyone that's ever watched the videos. Thank you so much, and thank you for the nice comments, guys. Alright, take care.